afternoon, boys and girls. Thank you so much for joining me for Yoga Story Time. My name is Zulu. You can call me Zoo for short. Some of us are already friends and we've seen each other at the library and done yoga together and read lots of amazing stories and books. And some I'm just getting to see for the first time, I think. So welcome to the program. You know, this is just a place for us to have some fun, get some movement in, do some nice fun breathing, read some stories, and then retell those stories through yoga, which is lots of wild, chaotic fun when I get to do it with you guys in person, but I'm settling for this instead. That's okay. I'm gonna make do with it. So I hope you guys get to enjoy this maybe with family, or if you're doing it by yourself. I love it. Do it just for you. It'll be fun, okay? I promise. Now, before I get started, I just want to tell you how we're going to do this. We're going to start with a little warm up, like sun dance, a little flow, yoga flow. You'll see how it is. I bet you're going to do just fine. It's going to be lots of fun. See if you can get another yogi to join you. And then we're going to get to reading our book today, which is called What Does It Mean to Be Present? I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. And then we're going to do the story again, but through yoga. Now I'm going to come up with some pose ideas, but if you read this book at home or you have other books you read at home, I really encourage you to try the poses out on your own. Create your own poses and movements to go with the story. It makes things so much more fun. Let's see. I need you guys, I guess, just to meet me on the mat. I'm super excited and ready to go. All right, friends, I'm going to head on over to my mat. Join me on yours. We're gonna do a little sun dance from Miss Kira Wiley. All right, meet me on your mat. Okay, friends, on the mats, we're gonna stand with our legs wide apart, okay, nice and strong. Get your arms out, and then we're gonna wake up our back by twisting around ourselves. I usually call this turning on the sprinklers and watering the lawn. Gosh, it's been so hot. The grass could really use some water, huh? Perfect. Just keep warming up. Awesome. Listen. Hang down low. Tickle your toes. Feet jump back, just like a frog. Belly on the ground, just like a snake. Look at the sun. Downward dog. Push your hips up and let me hear the doggies. Ow! Woof, woof. Oh. Feet jump up just like a frog. Hang down low. Tickle your toes. Stretch up high. Way to the sun. Mountain pose, so slow and steady. We're going to do it one more time. Just like a frog, just like a snake. Look at the sun. Downward doggy, bring your hips in the air. If you want to howl, howl away, my friends. You want to bark, 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 bark. Feet jump up, just like a frog. Hang down low, tickle your toes. Stretch up high, way to the sun. Look what you've done. I love it. Give yourselves a little hand, because I always do when we're in person doing this. You guys, I feel a little warmed up. I got some wiggles out. I hope you guys got some wiggles out as well, and you feel ready to sit down for a little story. Now you remember, I told you the name of our story today is What Does It Mean to Be Present? Here's the title. And the authors named the folks who wrote the story for us. Thank goodness. I'm so thankful they wrote this wonderful story. The author's name is Rana, DiOrio, and the illustrator, the person who drew this all the beautiful pictures in this book, her name is Eliza Wheeler. Here we go, beautiful cover. I'm gonna open it and see, what does it mean to be present? I've heard of that before. I think I know what present means. But then again, maybe there are more meanings and we can learn them together. This is excellent. I love having company when I learn. Okay, so what does it mean to be present? Does it mean showing up in class? You guys, I see two wonderful little students and they're running into their school. But guess what? That's not what being present means, at least not in this story. Well, let's keep going. Does it mean sharing something at show and tell? Look at this little guy. He has a really awesome rocket that he brought to show off to his friends here to school. And that's a great thing to show and present to your friends, but that is not what being present means here. Tricky, tricky. Does it mean wrapping yourself up? Oh my gosh, I love this idea. Wrapping yourself up like a present? Nope, that's not what it means. Being present means, listening carefully when other people are speaking. Look, I can tell they're all listening really, really carefully. All their eyes are on the teacher. Their ears are pointed toward the teacher. Their bodies are facing their teacher. They look fairly still, like they're all very calmly listening. And best of all, I can tell by their faces, they're really thinking about what the teacher's saying. Amazing. Wow, so part of being present means really listening when other people are speaking. All right, I think I can do that. Noticing when someone needs help and taking the time to give them the help they need. Let's check out what happened on this page. Now, there's a teacher at her desk. Oh, something unexpected occurred. Look, her little butterfly is ripped. But check this out, guys. This friend is so present, he noticed that another friend might need some help, and he offered right away to give her some tape so she could fix her beautiful butterfly. This kid is really present. It also means focusing on what's happening now instead of about what's next. So in this side, we see, look, this little guy's focusing on what he's doing. They're making a garland. Some of the other children are really thinking about what they're doing right then and there. But I do see a couple of friends who might be thinking about the time and what's coming up next, like maybe lunch or recess or something. And another friend is kind of busy looking somewhere else too. So maybe they're not quite as present and paying attention to what's happening right then and there. But you know what, you guys? It's a practice. We're all going to get better at this. And these guys will too. It means appreciating what you have, even if what someone else has seems better. Oh, look, I see two children climbing up the slide, and she's the one who gets to go first. And she has decided that although it'd be great to be the first one to go, it's okay. She's going to get to do it next anyway, so she's pretty comfortable with waiting. It means waiting patiently for your turn. Look at all these kiddos. I don't see anyone shoving and pushing and cutting. It looks like they're all taking their time and waiting for their turn. And you know what that means? That means everybody gets to have a great time, which is what we want, right? Lots of smiles, lots of giggles, lots of happiness. And then treating each new experience as an opportunity, and understanding that making mistakes is how we learn and grow. So this guy brought his rocket ship out, and they're so excited. I can tell by the smiles on their faces. And they blasted it off, and it went, and it went. Oh man, it looks like it broke. Now, I would think maybe he would be upset, right? But it looks like instead of getting upset, he was so present, he realized, you know what? This means that I have to fix this, and I can do it even better next time, so it can really take off and blast away without breaking. So I really like his attitude. Being present helps us kind of have a better attitude. We're not worried about too many other things. We're just focusing on the moment. It also means being grateful for your family and friends and telling them so. I can see this little girl made that lovely butterfly you remember from the other page, friends? And she's giving it to her mom as a sign that she loves her, that she loves her family, and she's telling them by making this gift for them. I bet there's so many of you guys draw pictures for your family, you make arts and crafts for your family. Kids are wonderful at that. You know what? Us grown-ups, we so appreciate that you do that for us. We love it when you give us pictures and you make things for us. It's the best. Being present also means savoring each bite of your delicious food. I see them eating an orange. Oh my goodness, look at the smiles. That makes me think I could almost close my eyes and taste it. It's juicy, it's sweet. It makes my mouth water just thinking about it. They're all really taking the time to notice what they're eating and chewing it nice and slowly and paying attention to what it tastes like. If it smells and they can smell the orange while they're eating it, maybe what it feels like in their hand. Is it kind of wet or squishy? What else can I tell you? Look, and they're all enjoying it. I guess they gave some to the dog as well because he's got a great big smile. So one of the ways that you can be present is by really paying attention when you're eating, like really tasting your food and going slow. Kind of different. I guess we don't do that an awful lot, but not a hard thing to do. I can definitely slow down when I'm eating. Being present means cuddling with your puppy and enjoying how soft and wriggly he feels. So stopping to notice if you have a pet, a kitty cat, a doggy, maybe you have a bird or a fish, but just noticing them. How do they feel? How do they look? Are they happy? Are they active? Are they moving a lot? Do they seem kind of tired? Are they hot and panting? Are they sleepy? Are they sitting there with their eyes closed? But really just kind of noticing all of that about that moment with your pet as well. And being present means relishing the warmth of the sun and the sound of the rain. So really noticing what's going on in nature around us. What kind of day we're having. Is it sunny today? Is it making you feel warm? Does it feel good to walk around in the sunshine and play? Or is it raining and you can hear the pitter-patter of the rain slowly? And you can notice that maybe it's a little bit cooler if there's a breeze. If you go outside, you might need more of a jacket. You might notice the sound of the rain, the feel of the rain. She has her window open, so I bet she's gonna maybe stick her hand out and touch it as well. So using our senses, like looking at what's going on and listening to what we can hear and smelling what might be in the air or tasting something and touching something, these are all the ways that we can practice being more present and noticing more things. Being present means feeling the sand between your toes and watching the rolling waves and smelling the briny seaweed. See, they're feeling and they're watching with their eyes and they're smelling with their nose, and this guy's noticing so many things. Oh my gosh, I can almost smell the salty sea air. It means listening to the cawing seagulls and tasting the ocean's salty spray. Yes, you can sometimes get that salt in your mouth and taste how salty it is. You can hear the birds that are flying around at the beach and notice that too. She's really focusing and being present with her ears. She's listening. It also means allowing the rhythm of your breath in and out to make you feel peaceful. Oh, I love this, guys. We've done this so much in our yoga programs, and I know that you felt it too, because I always feel so much calmer when we all practice taking some nice breaths together in and out. Being present is closing your eyes and being still enough to hear your inner voice. Oh, so instead of focusing on everything else around, if I close my eyes, then I can pay more attention to what's going on inside me. Wonderful. I love these tricks, you guys. We can all do this. In fact, I think we should practice it today at the end of yoga. Being present means living in the moment. It means realizing that yesterday is history. tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. Look at these seeds grow, 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 and she is harvesting what she put time and effort into growing so nicely. She's really noticing the butterflies, the dragonflies, the bees. She's noticing the feel of the dirt under her legs. She's feeling the weight of the bowl in her hands and touching the different leaves of the vegetables she picked. She might even smell some flowers or herbs with her nose. So tell your friends what it means to be present. And spread the word. When we're all present, life can be much richer, fuller, and happier. Look at these friends all in the orange tree, noticing what it feels like to touch the tree and climb it, what it smells like, what they see in there. It's wonderful, and they're sharing this gift of paying attention to the present with their friends. That just means more people get to be present. This is wonderful. And that brings us to the end of our story. Boy, I love that. So I hope you guys have a better idea of what it means to be present. Now, we're not done, guys. I'm going to need your help to do this through yoga. So come meet me back on the mat because we're going to go retell this story through yoga. So at the very beginning of our story, my dear friends, we were asked, what does it mean to be present? And we saw two children who were running to go to school. So we're going to go to the back of our mats and we're going to do just a short, quick race to the front of our mats. And then we're going to go to school and I'm going to show you what school post looks like. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, we're going to run, 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 and stop right there. I want you to jump your legs out even further if you can. I want you to turn just one of your feet out, just like that. The other one is still pointed forward. And then what I'm going to do is with my body, I'm going to make the school, and you are too. So I want you to grow the bottom of your school, and then I want you to go all the way to the top where the bell rings and goes ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. And the students are running in from the front doors of the building, and sometimes there are back doors that we can enter too. So let's try it on the other side. I'm going to bring my foot back in with my other foot now. It's this leg's turn. I'm going to turn out my toes. I'm going to grow the bottom of my school so that I can open the door on the bottom level. I'm going to go all the way to the top, and then I'm going to ring the bell. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. These children are running to school, but we find out that's not what being present is all about. So let's see what else. Then this little guy asks, well, does it mean bringing something for show and tell? Remember, he brings his little rocket ship. So you and I are going to go into rocket ship pose, friends, and you know what rocket ships do. They blast off. So we're going to have to go into rocket ship pose. We're going to come stand nice and tall. Bring your feet together, and then I want you to sit back in your spaceship. I want you to show me the tip of your spaceship, your space shuttle, your rocket ship, call it whatever feels good to you, feels right. We're going to blast off after 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and blast off! That was awesome. I think I want to do it again. This time, let's count backwards. So, we're going to go sit back down in our rocket ship. I'm ready to go. Did you do it too? Try not to let your knees come forward, friends. Think about scooting your bottom back like you're sitting in a pretend chair. Boop, just like that. I'm going to bring the tip of my rocket ship together. I'm going to count down like we said. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and blast off. Excellent. I hope you guys got further than I did. I bet some of you did. But we find out that's still not what being present is all about. Okay. Then the little girl asks, and I bet you guys remember this, she wrapped herself up in wrapping paper. And she says, is this what it means to be present? We say no, but it's certainly fun to wrap yourself up. Now, if you have a yoga mat, I would ask you wrap yourself up as well. See if you can do it. Maybe a grown-up can help you. I'm going to see if being present means, does it mean wrapping up myself like this? No, you tell me? You would be right. You remembered from our story. Being present is not about wrapping yourself up in wrapping paper. No siree. All right, I'm going to lay my mat back down since that's not what being present is all about. Okay, gosh, let's see what else it could mean. Oh, here we learn being present means listening when others are speaking. So look, we're going to go back into reading a book pose. Friends, come sit on your mat. We're going to be sitting just like you would be for crisscross applesauce, right? Except I'm not going to have you cross your legs. I'm going to have you bring your feet together. And I want you to grab your feet. They're going to be right against each other. Pull it into you, closer to your body. And instead of letting your body slouch over, I want you to try to sit as tall and strong as you can. Beautiful. We're going to pretend that this is your book. Your feet are your book. So I want you to open your book, and I want you to peer down, and I want you to turn the pages and see what the story is all about. Can you do that for me? Keep your ankles as close to you as possible, and then open your book by spreading your feet out and then putting them together. You'll notice your knees kind of go up and down as well. So we are reading a story, and I'm imagining that all the students are being super present, and the way I know that is because they're looking, they're listening, and their bodies are quiet and calm, and they're paying attention to me. That's how I know they're being present. Perhaps you're being very present right now as well. That's just the way I like it, guys. Awesome work. Now, do you remember in this part of the story, this little friend was making a butterfly, but it had ripped. And before she had to say a thing, her friend was so present, he immediately knew what to do when he saw what happened, and he offered tape to his friend because he was paying attention. He was noticing what was going on around him. So for this page, I want us to do butterfly pose, which was so similar to reading book pose. We're going to go sit back down. Again, you're not crossing your ankles. You're going to pull your feet in and have them close to each other. Now this time, I'm really going to hold on either to my ankles, or if you like, some people like to kind of just hold their toes like this. And then we're going to flutter away like the beautiful butterflies that we are by flapping our knees up and down. Now I'm going to turn on my imagination, and I am imagining that I'm a gorgeous purple butterfly with yellow and green spots on her wings. Let's see if we can flutter for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sit tall. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. You guys were amazing butterflies, each and every single one of you. I think we looked amazing flying together. Oh, and you guys remember on this page of our story, we had a couple of students who, well, they weren't being super present. They were kind of thinking about what was coming up next. And the reason I knew that was because they're looking at the clock and not at what they're doing. So let's do clock pose for those times when sometimes we forget to be present. It happens, you know, and we kind of look at the clock, or we worry about the next thing that's coming up. So to go into clock pose, I'm going to stand here with my legs really far out. My toes are kind of pointed out too. I feel really comfortable but strong. I'm going to bring my arms out, and I'm going to start leaning side to side to go tick-tock. So tick-tock, tick-tock. Maybe some of you can tick and talk faster. But you know what? I have to be careful because I like to hold it here and balance for a quick second before I go to my talk. So let's see if we can go tick, tock, tick, good. One more. Tick, tock. Beautiful ticking and talking. And I bet you for those of you, if it was a little tricky and challenging, if you do it again and again, guys, you're going to get so good at doing clock pose. That's just how it goes. Once we practice, we get better and better. We make progress. Now, we also learned about how to be patient and wait for our turn, and just to enjoy where we're at instead of thinking, where's somebody else and what are they doing? And gosh, I think I want to do what they're doing. Instead of that, we're just going to appreciate the fact that, hey, it's my time to climb right now and not to slide. So I'm really going to enjoy climbing. I want you guys to enjoy the climb with me. Let's do it. We're going to go all the way back on our mats, friends. And then we're going to come all the way down like we're squatting. We're going to pretend we're going to go climb up that nice, twisty slide. So let's go climb up slowly, 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 slowly. We're going to take our time. And then we have to be patient and wait because look, there's a friend ahead of us. And she's going to go down the twisty slide first. So I'm just going to have to be patient. And you know what I like to do when I'm waiting? I like to practice my breaths like this. I put my hand out. I practice breathing in. And I trace my finger over my thumb. And then I breathe out and go down. Exhale. See if you can do it with me. You can stay on your mat. I'm coming closer just to show you. Easy. And guess what? It's our turn to go down the slide. So let's do it. It's time to do our slide pose now that we did our climbing. So friends, to go into slide pose, you're going to come sit on your bottom. Extend your legs in front of you. We're going to put your hands behind, just like this. And we're going to take a breath in. And when we breathe out, we're going to raise ourselves up and go into slide pose. So take a breath in with me. And when you're ready to exhale, we're going to push up and hold slide pose. We're going to try to squeeze our buns together to make the strong slide so our friends can really slide down. We're going to hold it here for 5. Hold with me. Don't let go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job staying so strong. Gently bring your bottom back to the floor. It's so fun doing yoga, you guys. I love doing poses for these things. So great. So we learn to climb and we learn to wait and breathe and we learn to go into our slide pose, have some fun going down that slide. And let's see. The next thing that we learned about in this story was this little boy finds out that even if there's a mistake, like something goes wrong, his rocket ship broke, maybe he didn't make it properly the first time, no matter what, he's not really going to get upset about it. Instead, he's going to think, oh, gosh, that's too bad. But you know what? This means I get to build it again, and I get to build it bigger and better than before. And then maybe next time it won't break. So he's looking at it as an opportunity to be positive and to do even better next time. And I love that because he's being very forgiving of himself. Now, to do forgiveness pose, very simple, not much to it at all. Just stand up nice and tall. I want you to put one hand on your heart, put the other hand across, and then I just want us to sit here and you can say it with me. I forgive me. Yeah, see if you can repeat after me. I forgive me. I make mistakes. I learn when I make mistakes. I can grow from my mistakes. And this is being forgiving and understanding when things don't go wrong, that it's okay. When they don't go right, that it's okay. We're going to just use it as an opportunity to learn some more. Awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That felt really good. And you know what I noticed? It was calming to have my hands like that on my chest. Yeah, felt really nice. So let's keep going. The other part of our story was being present means that we let our families and our friends, our loved ones know that we love them. That we do nice things to let them know that we love them, and we can say it with our kind words expressing our love for them. So here, this little girl is giving her butterfly to her mom. And to do family pose, what I like to do, since I don't have a yogi here to hug, if you have a yogi near you, maybe a brother or sister who's doing this with you, or a mom or dad or grandma, grandpa, somebody's around right now, it's a great time to go and give them a great big hug. But since nobody's here, I also love myself, and I'm going to give myself a hug. So if you're like me and you're doing this on your own, good for us. Let's give ourselves a great big hug. And you can say, I love me. Awesome. I can hear the words. I can feel that energy. Good job, you guys. I love me. And if you have friends and family there, you can tell them when you want. It's wonderful to be told that you're loved, and it's wonderful to know that you're loved. So you get to be the giver of that love and the receiver. So let's keep going. The next thing we talked about in our story was really noticing when we were eating something, right? So paying attention to what it tastes like, if there was a smell, if it had a kind of texture, what it felt like, all those things make a difference. What it looks like, all of that. So if we were going to sit down to eat, we would need a table, you guys. So let's go make a table together. All right. Now, to go into our table pose, friends, similar to slide pose that we just did, right? But here, instead, what we're gonna do is once you have your hands behind you, you're gonna bring your feet in so that your knees are bent, okay? And when we go into table pose, we're gonna keep our tummy as flat as we can, keep our back up and strong so that our table doesn't break when we put our oranges on it. Let's take a deep breath in together. And then slowly raise up your hips, just like this. Keep your back and your bottom strong. Keep your tummy strong. Let's see if we can hold it here for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Here is our table. We're going to put our bottom back down. Now, if we're ready to sit at our table to eat, well, I'd like to sit in a chair. So we're going to go into chair pose, friends. For chair pose, we're going to stand nice and tall. And then once again, we're going to pretend there's a little chair behind us. So remember what your bottom did last time? It went down to sit on that pretend chair. And now that I'm sitting here at that amazing table that we just made together, we get to eat our oranges. Ooh, mine is very juicy. Pardon the slurps. Hitting my vitamin C and my fiber. I love oranges. I like to eat them fresh, and I also like them juiced. And I do have an orange tree, so I love picking oranges from our tree. Okay, finish up the last few bites of your orange. Perfect. We're gonna set it aside. Wipe our mouths. It was juicy, right? And let's get back to our story. So part of cuddling is really part of being present is really noticing who's around us. So if you have a pet around you and you want to give them a cuddle, a hug, a squeeze, some love, some affection, do so. Enjoy it. Grab them, hug them. Now I'm going to do some poses for the pets I have in my life. I love it if you could do it with me. So you can do some at your home if you have some different pets, but guess what? In my house, I've got 2 dogs. Maybe I'll introduce you guys to them at the end of this video. To go into dog pose, we're gonna go on our hands and knees, friends, and then we're gonna push our hip up into the air. You can bark, you can pant, you can howl, you can do whatever you like. Maybe you can even wag your tail. I think I'm gonna wag my tail. 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna push up my hips and straightening out my back and my legs. And I think I want to wag my tail. I'm going to wag with 1 foot. Ow! Woo, 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 woo. I can also wag with my other foot. I have to switch legs. Ow! Woo, woo, woo. Woof, woof. Awesome work, guys. I have 2 dogs doggy. So this is perfect. I wag my tail on both sides for my dogs. But do you know what else? I have more pets. I also have some kitty cats. So for my kitty cat pose, I'm going to come down on my hands and knees, and I'm going to take a breath in, and then I'm going to look down at my belly button. So I'm going to turn my head down and inward to look at my belly button, and I'm going to round out my back. Let's do it together. Take a breath. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, nice work, guys. I have 2 cats. Let's do that one more time. Take a breath in. Meow, meow, meow. Awesome. And do you know, last but not least, I also have one little fish. And my son named our fish Gorgeous Gill. Beautiful name. I love it. Very appropriate. So for Gorgeous Gill's pose, we're going to sit on our bottom and extend our legs. Then I'm going to go lay down, but I'm not going all the way down. I'm just going to lay down on my forearms, just like this. And I'm really opening my heart like a fishy and raise your chest up. And then maybe you want to move around your little fish tail and go swimming and splash. Maybe we can go up and down for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, Gorgeous Gill. I'm so happy I was able to bring my fish into the story for us today. And what else? Besides noticing the animals around us and our loved ones, we can also notice what's happening in nature. So here we notice that the little girl was paying attention to the rain. All right, let's bring that rain inside. We're gonna take a deep breath and then pitter-patter our way into rain. Help me. Can you help me make it rain here? Good, one more time. Breathe in and breathe out and pitter patter. Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. Awesome. So we can notice the rain. We can also notice the sun. So I want you to stand so tall and spread your arms out and radiate out like the sun. Beautiful, friends. So nice and tall and strong and beaming like the sun, radiating like the sun. We can notice that as well. Awesome. What else can we notice? Ooh, when we're at the beach. You guys, for beach pose, I love to make waves. So let's do that. We're all gonna go lay back on our mat. This time I'm facing away from you, but I just wanna show you, you're gonna bring your legs up, all the way down, and you're gonna move your legs side to side and draw with your feet that big wave that's going through the ocean from side to side. Excellent. Good job. Let's do it for 3 more. 1 and 2 waves and 3. So we can imagine those waves. Awesome. And do you remember the girl was also listening to something else? She was hearing the birds in the air, the seagulls, the cawing of the seagulls. So for that, let's do bird pose. Meet me on your mat. We're just going to be at the front of our mat. Okay? What I want you to do is sort of begin to want to fly. So bend forward, spread out your wings, my little seagulls. See when you're ready if you can bring your foot up and balance on one leg, and then we can all fly at the beach. Let's see if we can hold this pose for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome. Let's try it on the other side. I'm going to put that foot down. I'm going to bend down, spread my wings, see if I can take off on one leg. Yes, I can. Let's beat our wings for a count of 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That was lovely flying, my dear seagulls. You guys are amazing flyers. Who would have thought in yoga we get to do so much? And last but not least, we also get to just relax. close our eyes and notice the rhythm of our breath going in and out, in and out. This is wonderful. So let's see if we can try that. I'm going to go lay down on my mat all the way, and we're going to see if we can just lay down and relax for just a bit and practice 3 nice deep breaths in and out. I'm going to put my hand on my tummy because I like to feel my tummy move up when it fills with air. And then when I breathe out, I like to feel it go low down and all that air comes out. Let's do that for a count of 3, okay? Awesome. I wish I could go even longer, but we have more to do. That's a great thing to do when you guys are done with yoga. You can sit there and just breathe in and out and pay attention to that beautiful movement, that rhythm of your belly going in and out when you breathe. And so our story ends telling us that being present just means that we're going to be here right now. We're not going to worry about what happened before. We're not going to worry about what's going to come up. We're just going to pay attention to what's happening right now. And I think you guys all did such a beautiful job doing that with me. And this is a lovely gift that we can share with all of our friends. So we're going to end our story today, friends, in tree pose, orange tree pose, because that is my favorite. We're going to go into orange tree pose. So come stand. We'll go toward the front of our mats. Okay? Stand and feel your roots be really, really strong. You want to be stable. See if you can grow your branches. And then when you're ready, maybe you can grow more branches. Like maybe a branch grows down here. Or maybe you want your branch here. Or maybe you want it here. Some friends like to really pull up their branches up high and then really focus on staying steady. Let's see if we can do this in tree pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I love that. Hey, you know what? I want to grow a branch on this side. Now, I can't do that with this branch up, so I have to put this branch down, steady myself once again, and then I'm going to grow my branch maybe lower today. Yep, right there. And I don't know if I want my branches up here. Maybe I just want to bring my hands together in front of my heart for this tree pose. But you guys stay in it with me for a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, friends. Awesome. I thank you for retelling that whole story with me. And then we're going to get ready to close up our yoga story time. And I like to wrap things up with a little namaste from Miss Kira Wiley. Again, this is called the Namaste song. Just want to notice the rhythm of my breath. So maybe you can join me for this part. Put your hand on your chest and one hand on your belly and just close your eyes and breathe in and out. It was so nice. We're going to do it one more time. My dear friends, you guys did the Namaste yoga closing beautifully. This really brings us to the end of our yoga, but you know what? I like to finish with some real positive words. So I usually sit in a circle with my friends and we hold hands and we say this together, but maybe today you can do it with who's there, and whoever is not, if no one's around you, just put your hands together at your heart, just like I am. I hear my dog. I think he wants to come say hi to you. He must have known. I want you to repeat after me. I am strong. I am beautiful. I am friendly. I am smart. I am helpful. Good job. And we can get our peace fingers out and say, I am peaceful. Good. Peaceful. Yep. And then gather all the love inside you. Bring it all together in front of you. I am loving. Awesome. I hope those beautiful words sit with you all through the day. And you know what? I think my dogs really do want to come meet you guys because they're being a little silly right now. Would you like to meet my dogs? You would? Awesome. I'm going to go get them, but they might go a little crazy, so I'll have to say bye as soon as it's done, okay? Oh, did you guys see them go by? Sosa, Doobie, heel. Doobie, sit. Good boy. Sosa, sit. Good boy. All right. Have you guys noticed dogs love to do yoga too? They're always shaking and moving, and they're really, really happy today. So you guys, I hope you had a great time doing some yoga with me. I hope you enjoyed learning about what it means to be present. I hope most importantly you feel good inside. Yeah, that's what I want. I want all of us to feel really, really good. So with that, I'm sending my love. I hope you guys like the program, and I hope I get to do more of it for you. And I really, really hope one day soon I get to see all of you back in person again. So sending all my love to you. Take good care of each other, and see you for story time next time. Bye.